Thank you so much. Thank you to Morgan and Rebecca for inviting me here. And to our colleagues and senators, thank you for making your voices be heard. And my background is in higher education, and I serve on the Education and Workforce Committee. And I just went through one of the most horrific committee hearings that I've ever witnessed. And that was the questioning of three university presidents. You probably all saw it. Maybe some of you watched the committee hearing. But I sat there in disbelief as these three presidents, time and time again, when questioned if the call for genocide went against their policies and procedures on their campuses, they answered that it depends upon the context. As I heard that and was just in disbelief, I had a round of questioning that I was going to give them, but I decided against it midway through because I realized they were not going to give straightforward answers. They had been coached, they were going to evade the questions, and so instead I decided to share a firsthand witness account with them. And as a mom, as a daughter, as a woman, I never imagined in a million years I would be sharing those words in a public committee hearing in the United States Congress, but they needed to hear it. And the horror on their faces was real. But I couldn't help but point out the hypocrisy that they were displaying by not condemning what their students on their campuses were saying and how that had to make women feel on their campuses, and in particular, Jewish women. I can only imagine how terrifying it is to be a Jewish woman, student, walking across any one of their campuses, and my president and my administration will not stand up to anti-Semitism and hold students accountable who are practicing anti-Semitism on their campuses. What message is that saying to women across this country on college campuses? We have done so much to promote and to make sure that women feel safe and to go against violence against women on our campuses. That day was a major setback in all that we have done on college campuses. And I've been so proud to be a part of that. But on that day in Congress, I quite frankly was embarrassed to be from higher education. And I told those presidents that, and I also told them, the buck stops with you as the president. You stand up. You say that this is wrong. You expel students. You hold professors accountable when they go against your policies and procedures. And if your policies and procedures do not condemn anti-Semitism, then you should be held accountable and you should not just resign, you should be fired.